everybody. My name is Ryan Ainsworth, and I'm coming to you live from Ravenshoe, Ontario, Canada, and great to be here. I'm here on behalf of ArtsCan Circle, and really honored and proud to be here doing a harmonica workshop. So this is really exciting for me. I've been playing harmonica since I was about, I don't know, 12 or 13, I guess. And around the same time that I started learning guitar, and I've been singing for many years since I was just a kid. So music has always been a big part of my life. I would like to take a moment and just acknowledge our presence. So ArtsCan Circle honors the ancestors of the first peoples of this land. We honor truth and the authentic history of this territory. We honor our relationship with the indigenous caretakers of the land. We respect and acknowledge the traditional territories of the Huron-Wendat Nation, the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Métis Nation, and the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nation. So, and I would also like to mention that I am just south here of Lake Simcoe, and very close to the Chippewa of Georgina. So I would like to say thank you for listening to my program here today. And my goal today would be to inspire you to pick up a harmonica or a musical instrument and start making music yourself. And you don't have to be a professional by any means. Music is something that we can all share, and that you can do it just for fun. And I think that's really key is be patient with yourself. It really does take many thousands of hours and years to become a professional musician, but millions of people around the world enjoy music, and they're not all earning a living from making music. A lot of us do music as something that's therapeutic for us and something that's good for the soul, and it helps to make other people happy. So I really hope that you'll grab your harmonica. Now you're going to need a harmonica in the key of C, and I have one here. This is a Hohner harmonica. It's the Hohner Blues Harp, and so this one is in the key of C, and that's what we're using here today. And certainly if you have a harmonica in another key, you can still do this exercise on it. It may not sound right if you're playing along with me, but if you're playing on your own, it's going to sound just fine. So you choose your harmonica based on the key that you're playing in, the music that you're playing with. If you're playing with other musicians, right, you're going to need to know what key the song is in. And in this case, we're going to be playing a C harmonica. So this is a 10-hole diatonic harmonica. And if we look, I'm going to try and just put it up closer to the screen there. If we look on the top, you might be able to see that there's numbers on the top there. So we have numbers 1 through 10. And that's going to let you know that that's a 10-hole diatonic harmonica. Okay, so before I get to playing this instrument, let's talk a little bit about taking care of it. Because a harmonica is something that if it gets dirty, then it's not going to perform properly. And so one of the things you might notice if you just bought a harmonica, or you found a harmonica in a drawer somewhere, is that hopefully it has a case. If it comes with a case, or if you have a case for it, make sure you keep it in a case, or keep it in a safe place where it's not going to attract dust and lint and that kind of thing. So we want to keep our harmonicas clean, basically. One thing you can do, if you have a harmonica and it doesn't seem to be playing the notes, some of them squeak or some of them just don't sound right, it might be that it needs to be cleaned. grab yourself a glass of water. I would just use some hot tap water maybe, and take your harmonica, dip it in that glass, and swish it around in there a little bit, and see if that will help to free up the particles that might be stuck in the reeds. This is a reed instrument, so underneath these plates, there are reeds that are quite delicate, and that's why the plates are there, to protect them. And so if those reeds get bent, or if little bits and particles get stuck in them, that's going to affect your harmonica, and it's not going to play properly for you. So we're going to try and get rid of those particles, and then take your harmonica out of the glass of water and set it on a paper towel and just let it dry thoroughly before you play it. Another trick that I've seen a lot of harmonica players doing is maybe tapping the harmonica on their hand a little bit like this, and sometimes that will also help to dislodge a bit of food or something like that. But yeah, keep your harmonica clean, and make sure you sanitize it. And it is a personal instrument. It's kind of like when you go to the store and you buy some brand new boxers. You're not going to be able to take them back the next week. It's a personal instrument. Keep your harmonica to yourself, and don't be passing them around. They are an instrument that is very personal, and because there's saliva in that's coming out of your mouth. So okay, so that's a little bit about caring for your harmonica. Keep it in the case, and it'll last you a long time. Okay, so I've been working on this song that is kind of my introduction to harmonica song. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and find the fifth hole on the harmonica. And we can look at the numbers. We can see that there's 5 right above this hole here. Okay, so if I'm going to try and focus my lips, and I'm going to try and draw in just on that one hole, and it's kind of tricky, so be patient with yourself. You can always use a little tuner like this if you have a guitar tuner or a chromatic tuner of some sort around. You can always put it beside you, and then you'll be able to see when you're hitting the right note, right? So I know that the first note that I want to try and hit there is a F. I'm going to be a harmonica. Basically, you're either drawing air in to make a sound, or you're exhaling or blowing out to make a sound. So another thing you can practice just to get warmed up, and it's a good thing to warm up before you play any instrument, is to try taking some nice deep breaths in and out. So let's try that first, actually. We'll just grab your harmonica. Don't worry about which holes you're playing specifically, but we're going to draw in nice and slow, and then we're going to exhale nice and slow. And I'll count us in, okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it at your own pace. There's no rush. Just something that's nice and relaxing to do. And so, good way to warm up. So now, let's try and find that number 5 hole. Let's try and draw in on that hole and see if we can make that F note. So I'm checking my tuner here. It says that I'm hitting an F. Now I'm going to try exhaling or blowing on the same hole. I'm going to show you what I'm doing with my lips here, folks. This is basically, it looks like I'm going to whistle, or maybe puckering up to give a kiss, right? So And if I wiggle my tongue a little bit, I'm going to get a bit of vibrato. So making sounds with a harmonica, basically you can change and alter the sound by the way that you shape your lips, the way that you shape your tongue, and the way that you change the shape of your mouth. And that's one of the things that makes harmonica such a unique instrument, is everybody that plays it is going to make it sound a little bit different. Okay, so I'm going to put this one down now, and I'm going to go to my harmonica that I have on my neck here. Same key. So all I'm doing there is I'm going to draw in on the 5, exhale on the 5, and then I'm going to slide down one hole. I'm going to draw in on the 4, I'm going to exhale on the 4, and then I'm going to do 2 breaths in at the end, which I'm going to cover, let's say, holes 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom of the harmonica. So we're not trying to, we can relax our mouth a little bit, and we're going to just haul in on 2 or 3 holes, and it's going to give us a chord, a nice fat G chord. So let's try that. Here we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's a real simple exercise that you could practice, and I'm hoping to turn that one into a song. I think it could become a song. So basically, we're drawing in on the number 5 hole, we're exhaling on the number 5 hole, and you're gonna have to practice just focusing. That's the best way I can describe it, is we're focusing that air that we're either exhaling or inhaling. So we're focusing that air, and we're trying to get it to come through that one little hole, which can be a bit of a challenge. So practice puckering up your lips, practice some whistling. Whistling's a great, another instrument that you just need your mouth for. So something we could do is we could play a little bit of harmonica and do some whistling too, and maybe that'd be a good way to end our video today. So help us out here, folks. All right, thanks so much, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video, and look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.